Hey, this is Joshua with Cultural Catholic coming at you with another Domestic Friday. One kind of big story today, and that is on Kushner and Ivanka, Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump possibly getting the boot from the White House. New York Times reports today that Trump is voicing some grievances, especially with Jared Kushner, and trying to find a way, and is possibly trying to find a way to get rid of them, which would be something that John Kelly would be happy about. Now, last year when John Kelly came on as chief of staff, something that a lot of people predicted would happen, and a lot of pundits have said has ended up kind of, emphasis on the word kind of, well, words kind of, occurred, is that Kelly, who after spending years in the military, would instill some order in the White House, and he, to an extent, has. And part of that order was kind of becoming a little more tight-fisted on who is able to get into the Oval Office at what times. We have reports of Omarosa being someone who liked to stir up trouble, get into the Oval Office and talk to the president. And, that didn't end well for her. Apparently, it was the same for Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. They liked to go in and have Trump's ear. And John Kelly kind of put a stamp on that. And in light of recent situations, John Kelly is not so happy with how Ivanka went out gallivanting at the Winter Olympics in South Korea. And Trump isn't too happy how Jared lost his top security clearance because of a lot of questions that his background check raised. So apparently, Jared Kushner still was involved with his businesses, even after he'd been named to become part of the White House staff as an advisor. That creates conflicts of interest, and other concerns is that Jared could be, because of his poor business decisions in the past, he could be manipulated by foreign actors to act on their behalf. I mean, that's kind of a similar argument we've been having about Trump. Now, what's big about this is Ivanka Trump, and by association Jared Kushner, were kind of Trump's favorite kids. And so this is kind of a change, something that people probably wouldn't be able to have predicted. However, with John Kelly's influence, that is possible, because there have been reports in the past that Donald Trump listens to the last person in the room. Like, the last person to leave the room, whatever the hell they said, he tends to go with. And as chief of staff, John Kelly can make sure he is the last person to leave the room. So that seems fun. And again, I have no love, and actually I've never said this before, I have no love for John Kelly. The ramp up in ICE detentions of non-criminally offending immigrants, or immigrants with no criminal record, and the only thing they did was cross the border without documentation, which is not a crime. It is a civil violation. Like something that you'd sue in court over for money. Immigrants who are like that, and even legal immigrants who may have done a drug once. The increase in detentions of immigrants who fall into that category of non-criminal alien or minor offense alien, for lack of a better term, and he's not someone that he's nobody's liberal, he's at the very least nobody's Democrat. He at least has instilled some order in a chaotic White House. It's, instead of having basically one person a day leave, it's been one person a week leave, for lack of a better term. So this could be a good thing, especially since that would lessen the number of conflicts of interest. Adding to this, it has been rumored that H.R. McMaster, within the next month, will be removed from National Security Advisor. He has the distinction of being the second National Security Advisor, the first being former General Michael Flynn, who had to leave because of some legal issues. And H.R. McMaster, again, nobody's liberal, nobody's Democrat. He's been kind of logical. He's not going crazy with like crazy conspiracy theories like Michael Flynn was. But what largely broke the camel's back was at a NATO conference in Germany. McMaster said that Russian interference was incontrovertible. Trump hit back saying that there was no collusion except between Clinton and the Democrats. That will be the only time I ever do my Trump voice, because it is horrible. And also it makes my skin crawl. Anyways, and so Mattis and Kelly are trying to find a soft landing for him, either a new command, either in Korea, which might be necessary in the next few months, or the modernization of the Army command, or just giving him a 4th star. I mean, he's been a general for years. Additionally, the person that they're looking to replace him is a guy by the name of Biden. Biden was on the national security team in the early Bush administration from 2001 to 2003, and was introduced by Condoleezza Rice. Again, nobody's liberal. He's currently working for Ford, but he, unlike a lot of Trump appointees, is seemingly competent at his job. And rumor has it he is getting his financial affairs in order so that he can enter the White House with no conflicts of interest. Of course, that is just speculation, but NBC seems to have some credible information. So this will be the 3rd National Security Advisor. He lasted longer than Michael Flynn by a lot, because Flynn only lasted 24 days. So yeah, this White House is seemingly a revolving door of bodies. So yeah, this is Josh with Cultural Catholic, signing off.